Welcome to this tutorial video where I'm going to be walking you through how to get Google Analytics set up, basically how to get started with Google Analytics, a 2021 edition. So before we get started, I want to cover what is Google Analytics. So if you're just getting started with it, if you're not really sure why you need it, basically everybody who owns a website needs Google Analytics set up, and it's really going to help you make the most of your content and marketing, knowing what is working and what isn't working in terms of driving traffic to your website. So basically, when we think of Google Analytics, it's basically just a free tool by Google that gives you an in-depth look at how traffic is behaving on your website. So where people are coming from, what pages they're looking at, how long they're staying, and more. It's a really powerful tool for business owners that gives them insight into how their content, their copy, their pages, their design, how all of those things are working together and performing. So last year I created this tutorial video, but I wanted to do an update for it because in late 2020, Google Analytics rolled out a major update and releasing a new type of property called Google Analytics 4 properties. And so when people are signing up for an account, they're getting confused by the old tutorials because it's no longer easily accessible to find your UA code, which used to be the little snippet of the little code that you would integrate with your website in order to make sure that your website and Google Analytics were communicating with each other. And so I wanted to do an updated tutorial. We're still going to be using the UA code, but it's a little bit hidden. So I wanted to update my instructions for where to go to find that UA code. So I'm going to walk you through how to get started with Google Analytics from start to finish. So we're going to go through how to sign up for an account, how to integrate it with your website, how to find everything you're looking for. So Google Analytics is a really powerful tool, but because there's so much information there, a lot of people find it pretty overwhelming. So I'm going to show you where to go to find the relevant pieces of information that you're looking for, because you don't really need to be paying attention to everything, especially when you're first getting started. There's important things that you should be able to find, but you don't need to be able to find everything at this point. So I'm going to walk you through where to find that really relevant information. Then we're going to take it one step further, and I'm going to teach you how to set up goals for your website so that you can find the numbers really easily without needing to go and search for things or set up like filters and stuff like that. So we're going to set it up once so that you can find it from now on. Then we're going to talk about how to set up a custom dashboard, all of your relevant numbers in one place. And then finally, I'm going to teach you how to set up an emailed report that'll email you your dashboard numbers on a monthly basis. So you don't even really need to log into Google Analytics after you get this set up unless you want to make changes in the future. So the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to sign up for a Google Analytics account, and you are going to be required to have a Google or a Gmail account. So you're going to want to sign up for that, or sign up for a new one if you don't want it associated with, say, a personal email address. You wanted a business email address. So you can do that. So then once you have that signed up, you've signed up for your Google or your Gmail account, so you can just search Google Analytics in Google and pull it up here. So I already have an account set up with this platform. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to set up a new property. So if you already have an account and you're setting it up for a new website, these are the instructions you will go through. You're still going to go through the same things if you're setting up a brand new account, just our way of getting there is going to be a little bit different. All right, so if you're ready to get started, you're going to go down in the bottom left-hand corner to admin. Then you're going to go create an account. And so you're going to just put the name of your account here. So I'm going to go Your Content Empire Courses. Then you can select all of these or turn them off. You're going to go next. Then we're going to want to create our property, and this is where we're going to get that UA code. Now the reason why, even though Google Analytics has come out with this great new feature with Google for properties, not all third-party tools are going to accept it. They don't have a place to integrate the two, and so we want to stick with the UA code for now until Google and more people get on board with this Google for properties. So this might change at some point in the future. The main reason why they released this is really to get more information about how people are behaving cross-platform, as well as in order to do some predictive analytics for you. So it's pretty advanced stuff. It's not necessarily stuff that you need right now. So the UA code is going to be your simplest way to go for now. So we want to just set up our property now, and I'm just going to paste in the same thing. So your Content Empire Courses, I'm going to just change this to Canada, Vancouver time, currency, we'll change that to Canadian dollar. So you can change all of this for your stuff. Then you're just going to click on this Show Advanced Properties. So then we're going to click this on Create a Universal Analytics Property. Then we're going to put in our website here. So courses.yourcontentempire.com. So you would put down your URL here. Then down here, we're going to select create a universal analytics property only. Okay. Then click next. Then you can put in your industry. So I'm going to put in business, small, measure customer engagement, and then go create. Then you're going to want to just agree to their terms that you're not going to abuse this information and just go agree. And then we're all set up with our UA code. Okay, so now we have our UA code and now we want to go and integrate it with our website. So all websites are a little bit differently in how you're going to integrate this. So what I would recommend doing is searching for your website, how to integrate Google Analytics with Squarespace, with Wix, whatever platform you happen to be using. So if you're using WordPress, I'm going to show you how to do it right now. So I'm just going to copy this UA code. And I'm going to go over to my courses website where I'm installing this and go to the dashboard. Then once I'm there, I'm going to click on plugins. And you can follow along with me. Then once we get to plugins, I'm going to go to add new. Then I'm going to search for Monster Insights. Then this is going to come up and it should be this one with a little purple monster here, over 2 million active installations. I'm going to click install now. And then once that's finished installing, I'm going to click the blue activate button. There we go. Okay, so if you just wait a second. Okay, so then we're going to go to launch the wizard. Actually, okay, so which category best describes your website? Business website, publisher, or e-commerce? Select yours. We're going to just go. So next we want to connect Google Analytics and WordPress. So authenticating. And then we're going to sign in. Then we'll go allow. And then we are going to select our website here. So yeah, courses, perfect. So complete connection. I'll just make sure, yeah, that's the same tracking ID. Then I'm just going to put in some settings here. So events tracking, that's on, enhanced link attribution, download path. So who can see reports, administrator or editor? And then you can just go save and continue and save and continue and then skip this step. And we should be all good to go. So it should be, so finish setup and exit wizard. And now we can see here we have our UA code and it matches the UA code that I've just set up here. And you should be all good to go now. There is one final check that we can do. We maybe just want to make sure that Google Analytics, the tag, is actually installed. So I'm going to visit the front of my website and I have this little Chrome extension called Google Tag Assistant, Tag Assistant. So you can go and install that plugin. And then when you click there, you'll be able to see, let's see. So it's not actually showing us because I'm logged in. So I'm going to log out of the website. So because of the way it is set up here, it's not going to show you if you're an editor or an admin of your website, it's not going to show you that it's logged in. So it doesn't track your own. If you've installed this way and integrated Google Analytics and your WordPress website, it's not going to show you anyone who's an editor or an admin user set on your website. So it's not going to show you their activity, which is great because then you can isolate that out. So if you log out, you'll be able to see, and you have the Google Tag Assistant, you'll be able to just see, yes, so we are all installed. This is the right UA code. We are good to go. All right, and I can actually see that I'm an active user right now when I go back to Google Analytics, so I know it's working. All right, so I'm just going to show you how to navigate and where to find really important information here in your Google Analytics dashboard, so when you log in. So the first thing is when you come to home, this is what you're going to see here. Then underneath reports, if we go under audience, and if I go to overview, I'm going to be able to see an overview of my behavior. So I'm going to be able to say see users. So this is the amount of people that came to my website within this time frame. And I can go and I can change this. It's not going to really say anyone here because I've just set it up. So it's going to tell me the users, so the total people who've gone into my website, as well as new users. So anyone new who's been there that within that time frame. So it's going to be that unique number, the number of sessions, so the total number of visits. Then we're also going going to see page views, so how many pages were viewed on my website over that time frame, a total number, how many pages per session, so this is going to give you an average for each session, how many pages did people view, and then it's going to also give you an average number per user. We're also going to be able to see the average session duration as well as the bounce rate. So anytime you're looking for how many page views did I have this month, or how many people came to my website this month, how many visits did I have to my website this month, this is where you're going to come and check that. So the next piece that we're going to want to look at, so the rest of this, like I said, there's a ton of information here, and important isn't necessarily this is going to be your main spot. Now, the second thing that we want to be able to check is under acquisition. And if we go to overview, we're going to have a list here of all of the traffic sources to our website. And you can also change the duration. So if I want to look at the past month, I would look there. You can also come in custom here and go last month or last week and click apply. Again, mine's not going to say anything, but this would tell me like referral traffic, direct, how many people came from social media. And when it says social media, I'd be able to click in there and it'll tell me the specific platforms that traffic came back to my website. So anytime you're wondering, am I wasting a ton of time on social and it's not really paying off, you'll be able to go in here and see how much traffic came from those sources. The other thing we're going to want to be able to look at is the behavior. So if we come under behavior and you go to site content, all pages, you're going to be able to see a list of your pages and how many people viewed them, how many unique page views, how many total page views, average time on this website. Now, when you're searching for this, so say I was, let's see if I go to, I'm going to just log in here so I can get a URL. I just want to show you how to search for this. So say I was going into Your Content, Your Empire, and this is going to bring me to courses.yourcontentempire. So I'm going to grab everything after the main part of the URL. So in this case, it would be courses-your-content-your-empire. So I'm going to grab that and I could search here. And it's going to show me, I can also narrow down just to that page. So you're going to want to grab that and search it here. So whatever your main pages are as well. So those are the main things that you're going to be searching for, but I want to show you how to do a couple of advanced things too, just to make your time in Google Analytics a lot easier. So the first thing that we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to set up goals, and we're going to come down to admin. And we're going to come to goals here. So it's underneath view, and we're going to create a new goal. So here we have a couple of templates, which are incredibly helpful for using. So the main thing is made a payment. So you can say, if we want to know how many people purchased an offer and you have a thank you page set up on your website for that, it'll tell us how many people landed on that thank you page and thus tell us how many purchases were made. So we can come here. So if we wanted to do that, we could go make a payment. So if we want to measure, so if we want to say YCYE purchases, so goal slot 1, destination, and then I can go continue. Now I'm going to put in that URL. And again, I'm not putting in the main part of the URL. I'm just putting in the URL itself. And I want to go equals, and that's that is what it'll equal. Or you could go contains, right? So you could have that as well. And you could also put in a value. So say it was $1,000. And then when you're done, you can go save, and you can also verify this goal. So that's how you set up a goal. So I want to show you one other type here. Similar setting here. So say I wanted to know under inquiry. So I wanted to know how many people viewed my sales page. So I could go view more. So the number of people that viewed a product or service detail, and go continue. And then I'm going to name the goal. So viewed YCYE sales page. And then I would go destination, continue, and I could put in that URL again. Not necessarily a value because they're just seeing it, not necessarily a funnel. So again, I just put in the URL, not including the main part of it. So just the part that comes after the first /. Then I would go save, and there we go. I have 2 goals here, and it's going to tell me how many people have gone to those places. So this is how you set up a goal. And now I want to show you how to set up a dashboard for all of your most relevant information. So we're going to go back to home. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go to under customization, and we're going to click on dashboards. So I like to set up my dashboards in a particular way. So I'm going to go create a new dashboard. I'm going to go blank canvas, and I'm going to name this monthly measurements. I'm going to click on create dashboard. Then that's just going to load and it's going to give me a breakdown here. So I'm just going to customize my dashboard and I'm going to create 3 columns. So that's perfect. So next up, I want to add in column 1, I like to just put my most the information that I need. And so I'm going to go to add widget and I'm going to put in my total traffic. So I'm going to put in total traffic. I'm going to select metric and then I'm going to select, let's see, I'm going to put in, we can put in our sessions. There we go. Okay, so search for sessions and it'll be just sessions right here and click that. And then I'm going to click save. And so that's going to add total traffic. And I'm going to add another widget here for total users. Total visitors. So I'm going to do metric again. I'm going to add the metric and I'm going to just put down users. So that's going to give me a total user number as well. So next up in column 1, I'm going to also put down total page views. I'm going to type new widget, total page views, metric again, and I'm going to go page views and put that there. And then I'm also going to put save. Then I also want to put down my bounce rate. Bounce rate. Add metric. Bounce rate, save to add it. So I have total traffic, total visitors, total page views, and bounce rate. And my last one for this column is going to be my average session duration. So average time on site, add a metric, and I'm going to go duration, so average session duration, and go save. And this is going to be my first column. So in my second column, I want to put down my unique page views by page title. So I'm going to put down add a widget. And I'm going to put the title here. So I'm going to put page views and unique page views by page title. And I'm going to select table. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to display the following information. So I'm going to add in the first column here, page title. Then my second one is going to be page views. And then my third column is going to be unique page views. I'm going to keep this at 10 rows. And then I'm going to click on save. And so this is going to give me a list of my top 10 pages. And I'm going to move this over to the second column. Then the second table I'm going to add to my custom dashboard is my average time on each of these pages and bounce rate by page table. So I'm going to go add widget. And I'm going to go average time on page and bounce rate. I'm going to select table. Then for the first dimension, I'm going to select page title. The second metric, I'm going to select average time. Oh, I spelled it wrong. Time on page. And then my third metric, or my second metric, is going to be the bounce rate. Then I'm going to click save. And I'm going to drag that to the second column. Now we're going to fill our third column, and this is where I like to put the goals that I set up. So I'm going to go add a widget. And I'm going to say YCYE sales. I'm going to select metric, and then I'm going to select goal. And we're going to select goal 1. Here we go. YCYE purchase. So go and find that goal that we set up. Click save, and then you can put that there. So this is going to tell us the total, and I want to change this from value. So you can have the total value, but I'm going to have the quantity here. So I'm going to go YCYE, purchase, completions. So I can keep the value on there, and then I'm going to click save. but I'm also going to have just my total here. So my total there as well. Then I'm going to put in my second goal, and that one was YC sales page views, metric again, and then I'm going to go YCYE, so search the code name, and we want to know how many people completed it. There we go. So you're looking for completion to get just the number. You can also put the value depending on what it is as well. And I'm going to just drag that to my third column. Then my dashboard is complete. It doesn't have any information right now. But then what I'm going to do, the final thing, is I'm going to show you how to set up a report to email this to yourself on a regular basis. So I'm going to make sure that my date range is selected to last month. So if I wanted to just send once a month all of my metrics, so set that up. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on email here, and I'm going to put in the email address that I want it to email. The subject is going to be monthly measurement for courses website. Frequency, you can set it up monthly on the first of the month. You can do advanced options here, how long it's active for. Put in a little bit of text. Here are the monthly measurements. I am not a robot, and then go send. And so that is going to send it as well as schedule it. So I hope that this was helpful. So what we did was we showed you how to integrate, how to sign up for Google Analytics, how to integrate it with your website. Then we walk through where to find everything in Google Analytics, how to set up goals, how to set up a custom dashboard, and how to email yourself the results on a regular basis of this dashboard. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions about getting started with Google Analytics. And like I mentioned, as more information becomes available about the Google 4 properties, I might update this in the future.